Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, from their first 7 games, they've come away with just 1 win. Whatever optimism they brought with them into the season has faded significantly. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. They got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bledsoe is out there with Booker, and it's Chandler. Then there's Mirza Teletovic, and he gets the bucket.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. Then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
And here's Freak. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Here's Teletovic, the baseline J. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The feed now to Zeller. From 10 feet out. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. The Suns trailing. Chandler is screen. Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded. Here's Trichet. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high in the basket.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Houston. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I spoke with the head coach for Phoenix. In the first meeting, he said that he didn't feel his team was as sharp as they needed to be in their offensive sets, and that is what cost them the game. He told me if we can take care of the ball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a much better position to win against this team. Let's see if that's the case.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
Suns trail by 5. Bledsoe right side. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Bledsoe's got 9 points.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now here's Booker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Teletovic kicks to Bledsoe, and stolen by Mirotic. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Warren's checked in. Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
Here is Harden. After Eric Bledsoe scores, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. Already with 8 points, he picked up 3 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Houston making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Zeller. Brewer comes in for Mirotic, and it's Richardson in for James Harden. The shot by Powell, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Kicks it out to Richardson. The pass to Booker. The 19-foot shot. Good on the jump shot. Suns trail by 5. With the shot. And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got his first points of the night. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. From 12 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 12 points for Freak.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Beverly and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break.
5 on the floor. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Bledsoe. Mirza Teletovic out there with Warren. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Freak after Eric Bledsoe's score. Harden kicks to Freak. From 12 feet out, again the Rockets score.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Freak passes to Zeller. In the corner, it's Freak. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Bledsoe with another miss. Rockets leading by 3. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one's good. Freak.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
No luck.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Freak, in the last matchup against the Grizzlies, boy, he was tremendous. He dropped a cool 33 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And so here is Houston following the three from Eric Bledsoe.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mirotic dishes to Freak and stolen by Booker. Bledsoe kicks to Warren. They get it again. Outside for Bledsoe. And he hits it to tie the game up. Bledsoe's got 19 points.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Bledsoe. Harden kicks to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
him. Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Mirotic. Corey Brewer's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Richardson in for James Harden. And it's Beverly missing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now, Freak. He's got 22. Richardson gets the three. And it's good. Freak's got 24 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up against a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent.
And so it's a close.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but okay fans, put your hands
together. It's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given to the first. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Freak in at point guard. McDaniels is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Harden, and it's Zeller in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Suns trail by 4. Bledsoe for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Chandler. Last year, getting it done. 3rd in shooting percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And that's quite a feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. percentage, just a testament to how hard he's worked to become the consummate pro.
Bledsoe left side. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Freak. They get it back.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
It's good from long range. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
There's a good screen beyond the arc. That's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Over to the wing. Mirotic passes to Freak. And Mirotic kicks to Freak. This one for three. And another three for Houston.
You can just see. The passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Richer drops one in from the wing. 5 points in the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is Tyson Chandler.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Booker. And both free throws good from Freak.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. The shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with the win.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Clock at 4. Scooped up. Rockets lead by 7. Here's the dish to Freak. From deep three-point range, another miss by Houston. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Passes it to Cannon. Back to Bledsoe. Fires at the elbow. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. That pushes it to double digits. 37 points for Freak.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Okay, fans, put your hands together. Go, Rockets Power Dancers.
And here are the Suns now. A 12-point game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. They've got Brandon Knight. He's out there with Patrick Beverly. Booker out there with Warren.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought
at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Stolen by Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Rockets leading by 10. Here's Freak. It's hauled in by Warren. That's good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it. Get the putback.
Knight against Harden. Misses off the left iron.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Freak. Trains it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 42 in the game.
Wow. What can you say?
Suns trail by 15. Feeds it to Beverly. Three-pointer. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists tonight. Pulls it from 20. And it's Freak missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Knight kicks to Beverly. Pass to Booker. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Freak. Can't hit.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Now here's Freak. They shoot again and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Check out the game for Booker. He has 9 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
See that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assists all the way around.
For the Rockets, Mirotic is checked in for Capella, and it's McDaniels in for Richardson. Phoenix also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Warren. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Brandon Knight, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Patrick Beverly. No good from Bledsoe.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Chance here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Houston.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He said to them, goal number 1 is to drive the lane and put pressure on them inside. That's where he wants their scoring to come from. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Freak. Tries again, and he knocks down the jumper. Freak's got 46 points.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Rebound by the Suns. Bledsoe outside. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Excellent D from Freak.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Freak. They set the pick. Booker dishes to Bledsoe. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
But free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Free. He was extremely good looks and really knocked down pitch.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
Well, first off,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie, the Jet, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they've been playing terrific basketball to start the season. They're showing all the signs they'll be able to keep that momentum going, too, looking more and more confident each time out. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A.,
Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. Right now, the Rockets, they like to start this road trip off on a positive note. They are looking extremely good so far, starting the season on fire, 6 straight wins.
They've been playing a lot of basketball lately, Kevin. This is their 3rd game in 4 days. The league didn't make it easy for them when they set up the schedule like this.
Yeah, but every team deals with this. They might need to lean on their bench a bit more, but they can't make any excuses.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Freak, he's in at the point. Zeller is out there with Booker. Then it's Harden, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Now here's Parker. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. And it's the Rockets on the break. Freak kicks to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Parker outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Tony Parker. Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Lakers.
Oh! How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot. That's amazing. Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Kawhi Leonard on top.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment behind the arc.
Here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Parker dishes to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
And Freak throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now, here's Parker. The dish now to Mahinmi. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Spurs trail by 14. And Parker, here we go. Wasted no time on that one. Parker's got his first points in this one.
I mean, Tony Parker's just showing us how it's done with that beautiful shot of his.
Here's Freak. And it's Houston with another.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Nuggets.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Spurs with some changes. Olynyk comes in for Mahinmi. And Smart subbed in for Daniel Green. And a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Houston. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Freak. Houston gets it back. Out to the right wing. McDaniels passes to Capella. And that one's good.
Freak.
15 points for Freak.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Feeds to Aldridge. Uncovered. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Freak. He's got 15. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Freak's got 18 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws with the deep free throw drops in for Tony Parker. A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Houston also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Trevor Booker. Brewer comes in for McDaniels. And it's Richardson in for James Harden. Now here's Freak. 18 points for him. Pass to Mirotic. Fires it up. Again, the Rockets score.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Offensive rebound. Rockets leading by 17. Parker with the steal. Out to the wing. Here's Diaw. Hands the shot from the wing. Diaw's got his first basket of the night.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
The Spurs head coach, Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his...
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes. Sometimes, like, eyes watered. I was, like, really angry, and it was tough at times. Definitely very hard on me early in my career.
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now.
On the court.
Diaw. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Stauskas. And it's Green in for Marcus Smart. And so in the game for the Rockets. Freak, he's in at point guard. Booker out there with Zeller. Then it's Harden. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers was just phenomenal. He finished with 34 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers for him in a monstrous game.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Harden with a screen on Parker. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. And Aldridge snaps it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Mahinmi kicks to Leonard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident. Aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Spurs making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Freak. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Parker with a clean look. Here's Mahinmi. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And a wide open look for Freak. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Parker dishes to Mahinmi. Leonard against Zeller. Mahinmi kicks to Parker. Harden with the defensive effort.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And that one's good. Freak. And so it's San Antonio with it. 6-point game. Parker passes to Aldridge. Back to Parker. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The shot is off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Thank you, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.